Growing up as the youngest child of 6 kids, I faced a lot of judgment. Everybody was constantly judging me, it felt like. And it got to the point where I would go outside and it would feel like even the trees are judging me. And the external world, what I recognized was the external world is there solely to judge me. So my parents are judging me, my siblings are judging me, my teachers are judging me, my friends are judging me, my enemies are judging me, the trees are judging me. In the vast expanse of the universe, it goes on and on endlessly, in which I exist as a dot in this vast universe. And the entire thing is judging me. They all agreed, this dot sucks. Every piece of the vast universe pointing at me, saying this dot sucks. Judging me constantly. Sometimes I could live up to their expectations. Sometimes I could. And in striving to do so, I developed perfectionism. I loved doing things right, doing things well. I would devote my time to mastering whatever it was in hopes that this would free me from judgment, my own judgment, the judgment of others, to get that thrill of doing something well and making somebody else feel like they suck. Nothing sweeter. Where was I going with this? Every speck of the universe was judging me. On the bright side, at least I had something to come together around and unite against, that this dot sucks. So that's what I got to say today. A little story about judgment and how when I was growing up, the pattern in my mind formed such that the external world was constantly judging me. It got to the point where it felt like even the trees were judging me. I had no choice but to turn inward. Thankfully, I was able to protect myself. I developed thick skin. But you can't say it didn't have an impact. The judgment resonated within my body, within my bones. The vibrations and the tones of voice that were directed towards me got stored in my body. And so I would look inward, and what I would find is more judgment. In fact, even this dot was judging itself. Never good enough, never doing enough. But we can use this self-judgment as alchemy. We can do alchemy on the self-judgment and turn it into self-love. You see, the self-judgment is a result of self-awareness. So when others are judging us, one benefit is that it can make us more aware of ourselves. And yet we must free ourselves from the judgment of right and wrong. Be aware of things as it is. And practice self-love. Practice self-love. Self-love isn't something that you say or accomplish or achieve or complete. Self-love is never done. Self-love is something that you do every day. And in doing so, you uplift yourself. And this empowers you to do more, to do better, to be kinder. Okay? It's not enough to shut out the judgment, to try to say, to block out the haters, to put on the shades and say, oh, it doesn't bother me. I'm not saying to be bothered, but that we must be intentional in the way that we respond. And in doing so, we make the world a little brighter. We can remember what it felt like to be judged. What's it like to go through that, where you exist in your own world, and in that world are other people trying to convince you that you are wrong, that what you're doing is not okay, that if you want to be accepted and if you want to be loved, you need to do what they want. You need to behave how they want you to behave. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Some kids don't have the choice. They're forced to give up who they are, to hide who they are, just to survive. Just to fit in enough, to be accepted enough. And for those people, I'm sorry. That really sucks. And it's going to take a lot of work to rediscover who you really are, to unlearn the world. The things that you learned from your parents and your siblings become your responsibility to unlearn as an adult. It's an unwinding of the knot. A whittling away of what is not. If that makes sense. All right, let's end with 1 minute of breath work. Try to extend the exhales. Extend and release. Hopefully that wasn't weird with me staring at you. Extending the exhales out the nose, in through the nose. Extend, extend. Pull the abdomens in and release. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I hope this helped. I hope your Saturday and your weekend or whatever day it is, I hope it's special. I hope you make some time for yourself to remind yourself what love feels like. Take good care of yourself. Take the actions today that will make you feel better tomorrow. Go for a walk, read a book, listen to music that you like. Look yourself in the mirror, look yourself in the eyes and say, I love you 11 times. These are some ideas that you can do. Think about, make a list of 10 people or 5 people that you're grateful for. Then go back over the list and write down one specific moment that occurred, one moment that occurred involving this person that you're grateful for. I'll leave you with that. I'm David Prorock. Make sure to subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe. I love you.